Hi, and welcome to The Winning Hand. I'm Howard Reback, and thank you for betting on yourself.
The end is near, and so I face.
Welcome back, everybody, to another weekly edition of our program that we call The Winning Hand with yours truly, Montreal-based motivational speaker in the world of gambling, Howard Reback. And before I forget, next week's edition, we're going to start reading some of the emails we've gotten. Probably, I was told, just under 700 emails so far in the last two and a half weeks, which is really good for the local supplier of paper to print all these emails on. But it's good to know that people are watching. Thank you to everybody out there in TV and webland. Wherever you are, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending where you're watching this broadcast from. Today I want to talk about a little bit about the world of gambling and if it catches up to you. And the fact really is that when you gamble in any capacity, more than a 5 and a 10 scale, when it starts affecting your life, the answer is, of course, it catches up to you. We've talked in the past about loan sharking, about the addictions, about family, about friends and all that, and let it not be a secret at all that when you gamble on a consistent basis, it does catch up to you. I read a great quote the other day that I want to steal from a book, which I won't mention. It says that you are a warrior and you don't turn your back on the battlefield, meaning that if you really are trying to cut it out with the gambling and you started, try not to stop. If you notice that you have an addiction, in this time we're talking about gambling specifically, if you have the addiction over there and you're trying to stop, go with it. You would be surprised how friends and family really do love to help. I am a true advocate of that way of thinking. I'm an example of that. People came to my rescue, and it's true. There are people that are going to bounce and run in the opposite direction at 100 miles an hour when they find out that you have trouble. But it's an amazing thing that when you do, in fact, come clean and tell people about what you're doing, about your problem, people like to help. People feel good that they have done some kind of volunteer work with their friends or family. So don't be shy. If there's a problem, I want you to talk about it to those around you that you either work with, friends or family, as we said, therapists, speakers, i.e. me. If you're in the area, I can always be reached. I think at the bottom of this show there's a tagline where I can be reached. www.therebackgroup.com, worldwide, obviously can be reached. And it's very nice to know that when you have unloaded your problem off your shoulder, how people will come running to help. And it doesn't take a whole troop and a whole army of people to come help. It just takes a handful or even less, 1 or 2 close people with you to work with, and they'll do it. They'll do it. It's an amazing feeling to know that once you admit that in fact there is a problem and 1 or 2 people come forward in wanting to help you, the feeling that you will wake up with the next morning is something that is hard even to explain. If I had a whole row of thesauruses or dictionaries in front of me, hard to find the correct words for that. It's an amazing feeling. It really is. It doesn't happen overnight. Getting rid of any addiction is a process. It's actually a way of life, which is a topic we're going to be talking about in the next couple of weeks. It is a way of life, but you will learn how to deal with it and you will feel better. And it's funny that all the ex-smokers become the advocates of non-smoking. You become completely on the opposite side and you will learn to help others as somebody has learned to help you as well. So just keep that in mind if you can, please, all right? That coming clean and realizing the problem that you have is more than half of the problem. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. I am Howard Reback here in Montreal, and we'll see you next week.